Good morning, my dear children. Welcome to our YouTube channel, Academia Ambala. I am your EVS teacher, and today we will discuss lesson number 21, the story of fire. Mainly in this lesson, we will discuss how was the life of the early man during the age of the caveman or early man, and what were the changes after the discovery of fire. You know what? The early man was totally dependent on the nature for his survival. Early man used to live like animals in the forest. Like the animals live in the forest, the same way early man was used to live like animals in the forest. He had to move from one place to another in search of food. He mostly used to hunt animals and ate raw flesh. He did not know how to cook the food and what was the taste of the cooked food. He did not wear any clothes either. He used to wear the skin of the animals. But the discovery of the fire changed the entire life of the early man. How he discovered the fire? We do not know when or how the early man discovered fire. Perhaps someday he might have seen an animal running away from jungle fire, so he came to know that fire could protect him from animals as animals were afraid of fire. It is also possible that some animals were caught in a fire and were roasted. Later, when early man tasted a roasted animal, he found the meat tastier and softer than raw meat. When the early man tasted the cooked meat, he found it more softer than the raw meat. Now the early man knew that fire was a very useful thing, but he did not know how to make it. You know that early man hunted animals with the stone tools. Later on, he must have seen sparks of fire when he struck two stones. By chance, a few of those sparks fell down on dried leaves, and the leaves must have caught fire. So, himself could light a fire. As years passed by, the early man learned that by rubbing two flint stones. Now, what are the flint stones? Flint stones are two very thin stones, and by rubbing two flint stones, a spark could come out. This way, the early man learned that by rubbing two flint stones of wood, he could produce fire. And the discovery of the fire helped the early man, in many ways. Fire kept him warm in cold weather. Fire helped to light up his cave or huts at night. Man learned to cook his food before eating. Later, man also started worshipping as he knew it was dangerous. With the passage of time, the ways of producing the fire also changed. Now the man started using coal, natural gas, and kerosene oil to light the fire. Burning of coal produced energy, and today we make electricity with it. Gobar gas is also used for lighting fire. Now there are many uses of fire. What are these uses? Today, besides cooking, man uses fire for melting iron, to bake bricks, to produce energy, running machines and engines. And but we should handle the fire with a lot of care. Fire can be dangerous too. If we do not use it carefully, it can cause serious accidents and the loss of property as well as a life also. So we should always keep few precautions in mind while using the fire. If we do not use it carefully, fire can be dangerous. So we should not play with the fire. We should not go near the fire, especially when we are wearing the synthetic clothes. When the gas stove is not in use, we must switch off the gas regulator. And we should put out the fire when not in use. But be very careful that we should handle the fire with much care. Thank you so much and have a nice day.